Or some Hades.
Oh yeah, we're doing Hades on Thursday.
Hey, how's it going? And thank you so much for that absolutely amazing after image run. How's it going, Fatals? My name is RUBIEHART, and I am here with the amazing, the incomparable Metroid Crime. How's it going?
Great. Doing good. Yeah.
Heck yeah. So you are someone who has such a huge hand in Fatals. So I want to talk about so much of that. But first, I just want to say we were absolutely admiring the fact that this Metroidvania that came before looked super cute, which obviously is up your alley. Exquisite taste in games. And
Thank you.
when I wanted to talk to you specifically about a game that you're running later today, which is going to be Curse Crackers for Whom the Belle Toils, which you're running any % Belle, no spark bangle is the category.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the videos and trailers for this game, which is a beautiful platform, I actually have a video with some gameplay if we can get that up. I had never even heard of this game. I had never seen it, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about how you actually discovered
Sure.
this? Yeah. How did you come across this game in the first place?
I was actually reviewing it for a games committee for a different event, and I saw it, and I was immediately like, how have I never heard of this game? It was just so cool. I love the movement in it. Super smooth. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of like a mixture between like Sonic and Mario almost, because there's like this overworld type thing, and then you have the smooth side-scrolling sections as well. And I saw it, and I'm just like, this is so charming. It's completely like super cute, totally up my alley, and I just picked it up like immediately and started running it.
That's amazing. Now, did you go into it? So you said that you just fell in love with the art style. Did you go into it and go, this is a game I will run? Or did it just start as a love of the game and develop into that?
I as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted to run it. I did end up going back and like playing through the actual game before I started kind of getting into speedrunning it. Because, even the category that I run, you have to basically play through and unlock a save file, and just so you can unlock the mechanic to be able to unlock the map later. So I kind of, it's such a good game, and like the speed run that I do is like literally 12 minutes for this category.
Yeah, it goes super fast.
Yeah. So you don't get to see a lot of what the game is about, and there is so much lore and love put into this game, and like I highly recommend that everyone play it just to get a chance of to experience it for yourself, just because you're not going to see too much of it during the run.
And we were talking earlier, and I was asking you questions. Like there's some intense deep lore in this game. So if you aren't familiar, again, this is one reason I was really excited that we were talking about this. The game it just came out last year, so it came out in 2023, but is designed specifically to look like old, like Game Boy platformers. And it, like you were saying, it reminds me not only of Mario games and so many others, but the movement is very Celeste-like, of constant bouncing, constant jumping, constant precision, and like momentum boosting, it seems. Or at least that's what it looks like. So, but I wanted to ask you about the category specifically, because I know you said this category appealed because it's so fast, but what does no spark bangle? Like what does this category do? What does this mean?
So there's a lot of different categories for this game. No spark bangle. So originally, the spark bangle is an item that got added to the game, I believe a year after it came out. So it came out in 2022. I believe they released a final update and added this item. The spark bangle makes it so that you zip across the top of the level rather than doing like jumping through the level, which is the category that I do.
Okay.
So no spark bangle is basically not using that item. Instead, the category that I use, you have to basically put in a code to unlock a mask that lets you double jump.
Okay.
And so you double jump, and it also gives you the ability to do this like small invincible like star shield that the Spark Bangle doesn't have. And you can only equip one item in use at a time for this game, so you can't have like, you basically pick your movement type. And personally, I started checking out and running the game, I think, before they added the Spark Bangle or before they split the categories.
Yeah.
And I've just always liked how the double jump looks a little bit more. It feels better to me personally to play it that way. But like with this game, there are so many different categories you can play. Like you can do like the 100%. You can do one that's I believe it's called cannonless versus with the cannon, because it has these cannons that you can basically use to jump to the next world.
Okay.
Mario, yeah. But we don't see any of that during during my run. We do like very specific levels. Like the purpose of the category for any percent is, well, it's true in the other one as well, but you need 30 of these roses that you have to collect. They're collectibles throughout the level.
Yeah.
Basically, the beginning of the run is a whole bunch of traversing through levels and collecting these roses. And then the end of the run is very boss fight heavy, basically like 3 back-to-back. But you can't access those sections until after you have collected all 30 roses. So
that's amazing. So a lot of collecting in this game, a lot of really, really fun and interesting movement. So I've already seen the run personally, so I really can't wait to see it later. But I know that we were also talking about just the love of the game itself.
Yeah.
So for anyone who has never played before, can you just give a synopsis of the plot as someone who has played? Because it seems really great and ridiculous from an outside perspective.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the game starts with you're on a date with a knight named Clyde, and your rival, Bonnie, kidnaps Clyde.
So Bonnie and Clyde go off together.
Great. Yeah. And basically you are trying to then go on and rescue Clyde. There's Belle is an acrobat. So she does all these really, really cool acrobatic jumps, flips, etc.
And Bella's our protagonist.
Yes,
as the title. Yeah.
And she has a living bell companion called Chime.
Who's so cute.
Yeah, like
who's so
absolutely adorable. Yeah. He just like floats around with his little legs, and the sprite work in the game is just amazing. Really,
really is. And I love too that even while still being a great homage to games of the time, they've given so much vibrancy to the color, which makes it pop and feel really unique and modern. Yeah.
100%. Also, the game has an amazing soundtrack. The songs build on each other. Something I found out recently is that the intro music on the intro screen and the boss music for the final level are the same song, and I didn't realize it until like a few weeks ago, and I was like, but it's the end one is so much more built up than the intro song, and it's a really cool moment. I'm not going to spoil it too much because you should watch the run, and you should watch the end of the run because it's amazing. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and I really can't wait to see it live.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm super excited to show it off for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you are interested in getting your hands on a game that I personally was very upset to not even know about in the first place, and now I really can't wait to get my hands on it, check out Curse Crackers for Whom the Belle Toils, that is being run by Crime. It's going to be just a little bit today, so it's going to be right after our big horror block that ends with Made of Skur. But right now, we still have a ton more of Fatales still to come. So next with Frost, we've got Hylix 2, Any Percent, the wonderful, surrealist, bizarre masterpiece that it is. Take it away.
Thank you so much for the incredible interview, RUBIEHART and Metroid Prime. As was mentioned by them, Hylix 2 is up next, but first we will be taking a little bit of a break. Also, this is the end of my hosting shift, so thank you all so much for having me. It's been great hanging out with you all, watching some speedruns, meeting some incentives, and raising money for the National Women's Law Center. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'm leaving you in the capable hands of Tozzle coming up next on the host mic. So thank you all again, and we'll be taking a little break. Stick around for the rest of the runs today.